So I know this is a black screen right now. I want to just explain what I'm going to be doing because this is going to be slightly different than what I typically do. What I want and what I plan on doing with this is just going over everything I've done within my spaghettihotline.com, which is a fan fiction website. Fan fiction is a really bad word. A fan website. It's just a fan website. So anyway, you can see the configuration here. I'm going to delete this. So what I want to do is just go to spaghettihotline.com and it's down. I didn't actually plan that. I want to go through all these pages though because I did put a lot of work into this, and if you haven't visited it, this can just be like your one-stop shop. So you can see it here, just making sure you guys can see that. Okay. The home page looked like this. FDA approved. This product is economically viable. This is actually a quote from the game, just in case you're wondering. These are just, NPC dialogue boxes I created with the names meant to mimic those of the stuff in game. You can click this to go back to the homepage, but Free Spaghetti has two parts: weekly spaghetti and recipes. These are just a bunch of different stories I wrote. I didn't put thumbnails. I probably should have, but I didn't. So I'll go through all of these just in case somebody hasn't seen this. The first one was published on May 20th, I guess, and it's called Spaghetti Cook-Off. And then I guess I'll let you guys read it yourself, but I'll read it as well. It all started on a rainy Saturday. The townspeople from Sasquatch Valley and the island congregated inside the town hall's second-level basement to have the first and possibly greatest spaghetti cook-off in the history of the town. This new event, created by the mayor, which many claim to be a Sasquatch, see Sasquatch sightings for more, will be annual. I never added a Sasquatch sightings. That was just kind of a joke. The cook-off saw a dozen different recipes, including various ingredients such as dog food and dog treats. Luckily, the canine taste and there, or else it might violate Sasquatch Valley's very precise health code. The winner of the contest was not surprisingly the town's own business tycoon, Spaghetti Enthusiast. The winner had this to say about his recipe: "I will never reveal my secrets." Additional information. This number, I'm pretty sure, means like dog poop or something. And this is one of the recipes used in the contest, can be seen on the recipe page. So you can go here, and yeah, I have 4 websites. The basic recipe. Yeah, I added this little like blood of my enemies, but no. So it's just 3 fresh tomatoes, and then 1-800. That was a secret ingredient. I don't know what I was doing there. Anyway, I said I would go through all of them. I did not realize how much I actually put on this website. So the second one is called Spaghetti in Space. Spaghetti in Space. I'm pretty sure I uploaded this the same day, although I don't know if these dates are actually right. Okay. The Spaghetti Enthusiast talks on future goals. As this entrepreneur who has created a valley-wide phenomena, I think the next logical step is to take it to space, said the Spaghetti Enthusiast in a non-canon interview on Wednesday. Yeah, I wanted to just make sure you guys knew this is all my idea. This isn't really like, the characters obviously not my IP, but this isn't like actually real. Like, obviously it's not real. How do I explain this? None of the stuff on this website is canon. It's just pure like fan. So fan fiction is that's why I call it a fan fiction website. Anyway, he says when asked how he planned on funding a project of that size, he only sighed. One can only guess it has to do with all the wealth he has allegedly amassed from the success of his spaghetti business. Because I actually thought it'd be funny if like his money was not legal or something. I never really thought about that, but I think that's what I was trying to allude to there. While Sasquatch Valley's great wonderkind did not have any comments on the funding for his project, he did have a response as to why he thought this would be the best next step. Simple: aliens are civilized creatures, and the most civilized food is spaghetti. We will keep you updated on all things spaghetti. And then the film festival is next. So And these are obviously, I'm going backwards, I guess. So I believe this is a third post I made. In the past week, there have been Spaghetti Film Festival, March 10th. In the past week, there has been one event that stood out in the world of spaghetti. That was the Spaghetti Film Festival. This event is larger than life and consisted of over 1,000 submissions. The contest was, of course, to see who could make a movie about spaghetti. I typo, I guess. That was as warm as the beloved meal. The winner of this contest was announced on Thursday this week, and to many people's shock, the camera club leader won the event. Perhaps this was due to her talent in photography. The judge of the contest was the spaghetti entrepreneur, so whatever the reasoning, I'm sure it's valid. Okay, and then it says some of the films submitted to the contest will be linked below later today, although we do not have access to the winner's footage. And then these are just little fan videos I made. I'm gonna pause this in case there's an ad, and make sure you guys can actually see it. You can. All right, so now that's really the end of it. The first one I uploaded was the spaghetti tree. I thought this was kind of funny. This month was the start of the funding for a spaghetti tree, a rare tree from the neighboring island that is said to resemble spaghetti and meatballs. The only problem is that this seems to be too expensive to purchase. The community is incredibly grateful for the work that Spaghetti Entrepreneur has put into creating the best spaghetti for us. So with that being said, the town hall has decided to move forward with a fundraiser to give the Spaghetti Man the spaghetti tree. The fundraiser is for 5 million coins, and so far we have 0.25% of the way there. Here's to hoping we can reach this goal. Please donate if possible, and the link to the GoFundMe is below. And then this is obviously not a real link, it's just a fake GoFundMe for that. So I believe that's like everything within this. I didn't look all the recipes. Obviously I want to show you all these recipes. I showed you the basic one. This is the island cook-off recipe. So as you can see, I put pineapples, surfer's chalk. I always tried to put something kind of random in there. Just cantaloupe, half a box of spaghetti, and then a pot of boiling water. And we can just look at the rest of them as well. Stinky pasta. I know there's dog poop in this one. I forgot what I wrote, honestly. 1 bag of dog poop. FDA approved substances. Yeah, because I don't know why the FDA would be involved in this. This isn't even in the US, but whatever. 1 box of spaghetti, 1 whole tomato. And the tomatoes at the supermarket are actually only a third of the naturally grown one. So, yeah, some random fan lore. And finally, Night of Dark's own spaghetti recipe. 1 box of spaghetti, 2 tomatoes, 3 sausage, 4 avocado pits. I don't know why I put that there. 5 bags of wild blueberry muffin mix. I honestly just think I saw this in real life and was like, yeah, let's just put it in because I'm bored. Hint, this is better than the spaghetti enthusiast recipe. Obviously I couldn't put his recipe down because I don't think I would ever do it justice. So the next thing I want to show you, and there's not really that much more, is the Corp files. This is the thing that I kind of lacked on. It was the main source of lore for this website, and I kind of failed. But I'm going to be showing you what I have and what my plan was for it, because I don't think I'm ever going to be able to finish this. In fact, I can actually guarantee that I'm never going to be able to finish this. So let's just go over this. Corp versus spaghetti. It has recently come to the attention of international executives Gorf Jr. and Bobandy McLovin, which is a reference to Superbad, which is a movie, probably not appropriate for all audiences. That the most profitable company for Corp to invest in is the Spaghetti Cold Line. This is no doubt going to be the greatest rival Spaghetti Hotline has ever seen, and we have no doubt that it will outmarket and outsell the Spaghetti Hotline. I have undying faith in this plan. I have calculated 3 possible outcomes involving this plan, and all of them earn the company millions. For any further inquiries on Corp, please go to the town hall or visit Corp in the town. So obviously I did that so that I wouldn't have to make any more stuff about this, because this is way out of my league. I feel like I would have to know what I'm talking about to make this even fake, like realistic fake, whatever. So that was Corp versus Spaghetti, and then an ex-employee's files, and I only have 2. I was meant to do like 5 more, but we're gonna do 2. So we have 2 of these, and I think this is the first one. So it says, I have an idea. I have an idea to revolutionize the food industry. It will shock the customer because of its insane levels of awesome. My idea, you may ask, well, look no further than spaghetti. And not only that, but bag spaghetti, with everyone constantly eating off the ground. Who wouldn't want a nice, clean plastic bag to prevent germs? This project will take about a full year to put together. I still need to figure out all the parts to make the restaurant come to life. I'm going to start trying to find people who are willing to help me on my entrepreneurial journey. Don't know how to say that, I'm not going to try. And then I continue it here with open positions, as in like he's trying to hire people. And for some reason this says it's posted before the other one. I really just think I like uploaded it, but I saved it as a draft, not the final thing. It's weird. I don't really know how to work a website. And then we have the actual post. So I say, so far I've asked 7 of my coworkers to help with my business, and it hasn't gone too well. I've asked Baba Andy, and he declined because he said his favorite food is the sweet taste of the porcupine mushroom, which I actually looked it up. I'm pretty sure that one's poisonous. Oh no, okay, I think he may have mistakenly eaten the witch's cauldron though. That one is poisonous, I'm pretty sure. Because they say he was looking rather green when I approached him with my offer. I did look up mushrooms. I'm not sure how accurate I actually was though. I asked Arthur Jr. in hopes that his connection with Pemberton will lead to an investment, but he was also sick from eating mushrooms. Lately, that's a trend sweeping the valley. Truly tragic. I have asked 5 other fellow employees about my business and my need for a part-time cook. Jerf said that my business would never take off because of my lack of funding, while Bobathy, Bob, Beth, and Brandy all said they're spaghetti intolerant, which I thought was a myth. After these disappointing responses, I began to focus my efforts on an investor, because with a professional's help, maybe I won't have as much trouble finding employees. I meant to say angel investor. An angel investor is like Shark Tank, They give you a ton of money for a percent of the business. It's kind of like what Sasquatch did, except we're not getting a percent of the business. We're getting a percent of the revenue. So it's the same thing basically. And finally, because that's all I have with that, I'm going to explain what this was supposed to end up like. It was supposed to keep going like for another 5 issues, and it was supposed to kind of go over like the struggles. What I was gonna have happen is he gets kicked out of our Corp because he has this idea that could rival our Corp itself in terms of money, in terms of growth. I really don't know how, but he was gonna get fired, and then he was gonna go to the bank, not gonna be able to find anything. So then he was going to get Sasquatch's help, and I was going to document all of this. But you know what? It's fine. And it was going to end with a happily ever after, because obviously that's what we want. So let's go to the spaghettis. So I'm going to go back home. Yeah, basically what happens is you can click on stinky, expensive, tomato, or plain, and all these have different like little gimmicks. So stinky spaghetti is the plastic bag spaghetti with a bag of dog poop inside of it. Expensive spaghetti has a bag of our Corp coins. These were very quickly photoshopped, by the way. And then tomato, it has supermarket tomatoes on it. I think this one actually looks the best because it kind of cuts off perfectly. I don't even think I did that myself. I think it was just a luck. And then the plain one, I thought this was funny. I'm not sure if anybody else thinks it's funny, but I put an actual plane there. Just a JPEG of a plane. And that concludes the Valley's Finest. This actually was probably the hardest part to get because I had to find an image that fit. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little run over of my website. It's obviously down now, but hopefully you were able to live vicariously through this video and see it, and hopefully you enjoy it. I don't plan on editing this too much. I just wanted to just talk about it, get some of my thoughts out on it, because obviously I spent money on this, and I want you guys to just know what was on it, even if you never decided to click on it. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed. That's going to be the end of this video, so I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one.